What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. So look, y'all. I was watching General Manager Nico Harrison. Nico Harrison is the general manager for the Dallas Mavericks. I was watching an interview with him the other day, and he was getting asked all of the tough questions about the Luka Doncic trade because they didn't make the playoffs. And when you don't make the playoffs and the season does not go how you expect, regardless of Kyrie Irving being out, Anthony Davis gets to the team and gets injured immediately. Knowing his injury history and knowing the superstardom of Luka Doncic and the fact that he hasn't even hit his prime yet, he's going to be faced with tough questions, as he should. Like, yo, what made you pull the trigger on this trade, right? And this brother is in the interview talking about he didn't really know how much Luka Doncic meant to Dallas, you know, to the area and to the fan base and so on and so forth. And I'm like, brother, are you serious, bro? You can't be serious with that quote. You can't be serious saying you didn't know how much 25-year-old Luka Doncic, because Luka was 25 at the time, 25-year-old Luka Doncic meant to this organization and fan base, considering that he had just taken the team to the NBA Finals the year prior to that. You thought they was going to be cool with you trading him away and everything was going to be all good. Regardless of you having Kyrie Irving is significantly older than Luka Doncic, right? And Kyrie doesn't have the ability to carry a team to a finals run the way Luka Doncic does, right? So regardless of you having Kyrie and getting AD, right? We've seen what Luka Doncic has been able to do as the main guy, the key guy, right? We haven't seen Anthony Davis be able to do wonders as the main guy on the team, because LeBron was always the main guy for the most part especially during their championship run. Now, AD was playing phenomenal alongside him, but AD was the roller coaster. He was going up and down, up and down, up and down throughout the season at times during that 2020 season, and he played great, but you know he was having up and down swings sometimes, right? But I'm like, bro, there's no way you didn't think. How could you not know how much Luka Doncic meant to that fan base? Mark Cuban is on record saying he would leave his wife. He would divorce his wife before he would trade Luka Doncic. Seriously. And if you know anything about Mark Cuban and how serious he takes business, he ain't lying. He would leave his old lady. He would leave his boo thing. He would leave his wife, his loving wife, before he would have parted ways with Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is box office. He's marketable. He's a ticket seller, right? And he hasn't even hit his prime yet. So, like, what do you mean you didn't know how much he meant to this organization? That just sounds crazy to me, right? At this point, I'm like, how the hell did you get this general manager position if you thinking like this? If these are words that's coming out of your mouth, and do you really believe these words you're saying? Or are you just throwing stuff out on the wall and seeing what sticks? You feel me? Because right now, Nico Harrison is sounding like me when I be, doctoring up some of my resumes and making it seem like I'm qualified for certain jobs I may not be qualified for. I mean, I could be qualified for them. I feel like I am, right? But, I may not have the experience necessary for some of these jobs. And, I do that little Harry Potter magic on that resume, you feel me, and use some certain words and key words to make it seem like, hey, I'm the one for the job, and I got a lot of experience doing this certain task or whatever, right? That's what Nico Harrison is. It looks like that is what Nico Harrison did to get this job. Because I'm like, yo, what the hell? It just, and I know the brother put in work beforehand. I'm not going to just, I'm being silly, right? I know the brother put in work beforehand to get the position. But it just seems like when he's talking like this and when he's coming off like this, like, bro, what are you saying right now? Right? Now, I don't agree with Charles Barkley often, but I agree with him right now when it's like, bro, stop doing interviews. Stop talking. If you're going to say stuff like this, I know you got to stand. I know you have to stand on, the move you made. I know you got to stand on it, stand in it. I understand that. But saying you didn't know how much he meant to the fan base and to the organization, like, come on, bro. Don't nobody believe you. We don't believe you. You need more people, okay? Nobody is buying that. You feel me? And so now, when you're doing the interviews, of course he got the egg on his face because Dallas didn't make the playoffs. AD was hurt right after they got him in a trade for a significant amount of time. And then unfortunately, Kyrie Irving, he fell to the ACL tear, right? And so he was out. And then while Kyrie Irving is out, AD is not even there for the bulk of the time to help them make a strong playoff push. He came back at the end, and they had a chance to with the play-in. But, he missed a significant amount of time while Kyrie Irving was injured, and they were never really able to gain footing in order to earn a playoff spot without being in the play-in, is what I'm saying, right? And so you see what come of that. And Nico Harrison got the egg on his face, and he's getting a lot of animus from the Dallas Mavericks fan base. And I understand it, because it's like, yo, that's like, bruh, that's like trading away Luka Doncic. I'm trying to put into words what it would be like. And when I make these comparisons, I'm not saying that Luka Doncic plays like these certain players at all. I'm not saying they have similar playing styles. But trading Luka Doncic away at 25 years old is like the Cavs trading LeBron away at that age. Like the Lakers trading Kobe Bryant away at that age. You feel me? Because Luka is a top 3 player in the NBA. You feel me? And if you do something like that, like, yo, you better have a strong contingency plan, and this plan better pay off immediately. Immediately. Not, 10 years down the road and all the players that you traded for are gone and you luck up in the draft. No. The players need a championship run. Not even a run. They need a win for them to be satisfied with this. I'm not going to lie. The fan base in Dallas are never going to get over this unless they win a championship. And Luka Doncic somehow does not win more championships than they do. Because if Luka Doncic brings multiple championships to the LA Lakers, oh man, every time they see Nico, they're going to want to whoop Nico ass. Every time they see him, they're going to want to jump this brother, man. I'm not wishing it on him, but I'm just like, bro, this is not boding well. This does not look good for you, brother. And to act like you didn't know, that what he meant to this organization. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. That's only if y'all watch wrestling. You feel me? The Road Dog, y'all. If you watch wrestling, you would know. But anyway, he got to stop talking. He got to stay hidden. Stay away from the cameras. I don't care if you got to wear a shiesty out in public in hot-ass weather in Dallas. Just don't let nobody come up to you with a camera. Just say no comment, no comment, no comment. Because the more he says things, the more you start scratching your head and say, I don't think that's, no. It's no way you're saying this. I don't think that's the thing to say, nor do we believe that you're saying that. And if you really believe that, I don't know if you're the man for this job. Well, you already got people questioning if he was the man for the job by trading Luka Doncic away. Back, what was that, January at the time? You already got people looking at him crazy. But anyway, man, I just had to talk about that real quick. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out, y'all. Peace.